I started in the business in 1984, roughly. I had come out here from a really, really bad car accident. I went through the windshield of a car, and I had been modeling at that point for several years. And it was just one of those days. We were on the way to the airport, and it was just an icy Ohio day, and I saw it coming, and I didn't have my seatbelt on, and you know, it took about a year to it took almost a year to recover, and I came out here and started my business, and lo and behold, it's really funny how fate, or it's not really fate, I think it's God, actually. I think God looks out over all of us, and I believe all of us have angels on our shoulders, and one day Michael Jackson was just happened to stop by the optical shop that I was working in. I mean, it was just one of those things, and he came in. He was in disguise, and back then, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, how he didn't have much. Well, he still obviously doesn't have much privacy, but I offered to make a house call, and the rest is kind of history. And from that point, I worked on a number of different films, all Arnold Schwarzenegger's films, Tom Cruise's films, Julia Roberts' films, and just by word of mouth and people making referrals, I can say that I've worked on practically every feature film, television show, music video, and commercial that goes on here in Hollywood. And I'd like to see the business stay here for obvious reasons. I have two kids to raise. um, well, I want to do some things that really help others. That's really important. I think it's very important to give back to society. I think it's very important to give back to society. Mhm. Well, one of the things that you're going to be seeing, especially is the retro is in. You'll see things from the 50s and 60s, and we have a lot of period frames that we're working on that look really great. And one of the greatest things about that period is there's a lot of cat eyes. So when you put them on, the lift goes up your face. I mean, it gives a beautiful lift to your face and draws the attention up to the eyes and away from the jawline. And when you get older, that's important. A couple of things that I recommend are cosmetic tinting for your lenses. For example, if you do, you can take the lens, you can have them custom tinted. And what I usually do is we will roll the tint actually around the lens so that it'll be like a flesh tone pink up here, so that gives more of a lift to the eye. We'll do a brown burgundy-ish tone around here, so it gives more contour to the eye, and then another flesh colored pink here, just to give you a nice lift to the face on with your lenses. If you add that with an anti-reflective coating, that really it makes your eyes just pop and come through, and your vision is superb. Cosmetically, it looks really, really nice, and you just get an amazing look through glasses. Well, the interesting thing about optical is a lot of people, I think the most important thing about optical today is to realize that your eyeglasses are an accessory, actually more important than any other accessory you wear. For example, earrings. I've never really understood why people have so many pairs of earrings, and then when they wear glasses, a lot of times they have only one pair. The eyes are the window to the soul. So keep in mind, every single time that you meet someone, they're looking eye to eye with you, and you want to make sure that you present the right image that you want, and you have to decide what image you're going to have when you go out there, whether that's sporty or eccentric or business or sexy or casual. I mean, whatever the image is that you want to portray, you have to decide how to package yourself, and then you just do it, and you sell it, and you work it.